Come in gently. Let this be a gentle arrival. Take a breath that is soft rather than forced. Let it be the kind of breath that does not require anything of you. That simply is what it is, moving through you quietly, asking nothing, and stay. I want to talk to you about something you may have spent significant energy trying to manage. Something that has been described to you in various ways and by various people across the course of your life as a problem. Something that you have likely internalized as a weakness to be strengthened, or a characteristic to be tamed, or a liability to be compensated for before you can function at the level you are trying to function at. Your sensitivity. The fact that you feel things deeply, that you receive the world at a higher resolution than most people, that you pick up on subtleties. In conversations, in atmospheres, in the emotional undercurrents of situations that simply do not register for other people, that you are moved by things, by beauty, by injustice, by the complexity of human experience, by music or words, or the quality of light in a specific moment, in a way that is disproportionate by ordinary standards to the size of the thing that is moving you. The fact that other people's pain reaches you directly, that you carry things longer than average, that you process more slowly and more completely than most, that the world, as you experience it, is louder and richer and more intense and more demanding than the world as most other people describe experiencing it. You have been told in one way or another that this is a problem, too sensitive, too emotional, too much, needs to toughen up, develop thicker skin, learn not to take things so personally, stop letting everything in, stop feeling so much. And you have tried. With genuine effort and genuine dedication, you have tried to do the management that was prescribed, to build the walls that would reduce the input to a manageable level, to develop the distance that would make the intensity more survivable, to become, in some meaningful way, less of what you are, in the hope that less of this particular thing would mean more capacity for the life you want. I want to say something directly about all of that, about the prescription and the effort and the management. The prescription was wrong. Not because sensitivity has no challenges. It does. Real ones. Ones that require genuine navigation. But the framing of sensitivity as a deficiency to be corrected, as a volume that needs to be turned down, as a characteristic that needs to be toughened up before the person possessing it can be fully functional. That framing misunderstands what sensitivity actually is and what it is actually for. Sensitivity is not a malfunction of the emotional system. It is an advanced capacity of the perception system. The person who is highly sensitive is not someone whose feelings are broken and running too loud. They are someone whose perceptual apparatus is calibrated to receive information that other people's apparatus filters out. They are operating at a higher resolution, picking up more signal, accessing more of the actual richness and complexity and depth of the experience that is available in any given moment. This is not a weakness. This is a gift, an extraordinary, rare, powerful gift that has been systematically mislabeled. Think about what sensitivity actually allows. The capacity to read the emotional reality of a room before a single word has been spoken. The ability to perceive the difference between what a person is saying and what they are actually experiencing. To hear not just the words, but the truth beneath the words. The gift of being moved by beauty, by meaning, by the weight of human experience, in ways that deepen the experience of being alive rather than reducing it. The ability to understand other people from the inside rather than just from the outside. To feel your way into their reality rather than only observing it from a distance. These are not liabilities. These are extraordinary capacities. The kind of capacities that, in the right context and with the right understanding of what they are and how to work with them, produce the depth of human connection and creative expression and insight and wisdom that the world most desperately needs. The problem was never the sensitivity. The problem was having extraordinary perceptual capacity without the understanding of how to inhabit it, how to work with it, how to allow it to be what it is rather than managing it as if it were a malfunction. And the management itself, the turning down of the volume, the thickening of the skin, the building of the walls, has cost you something real. Because in the attempt to reduce the intensity of the sensitivity, you have also reduced the intensity of the gift. In trying to feel less, you have also been less able to feel the things you most want to feel: the depth of connection, the richness of experience, the profound aliveness that is available to someone who is receiving the world at full resolution. You have been trying to solve a gift by treating it as a problem. What would it look like to inhabit the sensitivity as the gift it actually is? Not to abandon all discernment about what you allow in and what you don't. Healthy boundaries are not the same as walls, and the capacity to choose what you engage with is important and necessary. But to stop the fundamental management project, to stop trying to be less sensitive, to let the perceptual capacity be what it is: full, rich, high resolution, and instead develop the internal structures that allow you to inhabit that capacity with stability rather than overwhelm. The overwhelm is not caused by the sensitivity itself. It is caused by the sensitivity operating without the ground that holds it. Without the capacity to feel deeply and remain stable, to take in the full intensity of an experience without being destabilized by it, to receive the richness of the world's signal without being flooded by it. The ground is what was missing, not the sensitivity. And the ground is not built by turning down the sensitivity. It is built by developing the internal stability, the rooted, settled quality of being. That allows full perception without overwhelm, the capacity to be moved without being swept away, to feel everything without being at the mercy of everything, to receive the world at full resolution from a place that is strong enough to hold what full resolution brings. That ground is available to you. It is available to every sensitive person. And the process of building it is not the process of becoming less sensitive. It is the process of becoming more fully and more stably yourself, more rooted in who you are, more settled in your own center, more genuinely at home in your own experience. From that ground, the sensitivity is not a problem to manage. It is a gift to deploy. The extraordinary perceptual capacity that has been costing you so much is, from the ground of genuine internal stability, the thing that makes you uniquely capable of understanding, creating, connecting, and contributing in ways that simply are not available to people operating at lower resolution. Your sensitivity is not your weakness. It is your superpower, currently ungrounded, currently being managed as a malfunction when it has always been one of the most significant capacities you possess. Stop trying to be less. Start learning to hold more. The world does not need you to be less sensitive. It needs you to be fully sensitive, fully grounded, fully inhabiting the extraordinary perceptual gift you were given. Feel that capacity right now, not as a burden, not as something to manage, as the extraordinary, precise, high-resolution instrument it actually is. You were made this way for a reason. The reason is good. Stop managing the gift and start inhabiting it.